How's it going, Internet? It's Axilotl here, back with our second episode of our journey to rank 10. Some backtrap from the previous episode was that I have ranked up a little bit on the ladder with this account, just so, as you see here, we're at the rank for 52 with a ranking of 1642. I wanted you guys to be able to see some more quality battles and that it wouldn't be the longest of grind up from the bottom. But with that said, the team that I thought I'm gonna use today is based around Mega Altaria, a team that I built pretty recently. I just wanted to try out the Mega. The team is Mega Altaria, Heatran, Rotomarsh, Landorus, Aegislash, and Breloom. But anyway, let's get into a battle. So we found a battle. It seems to be against a weird, in my opinion, Salamence team, or sort of uncommon, as he has Tyranitar, Gothitelle, Salamence, Gastrodon, Blaziken, and Ferrothorn. As I feel that I need to take care of his Ferrothorn, because that almost is always a problem to any team. And I feel that Altaria is pretty good in this matchup, because the only thing that really can KO it is Ferrothorn. And I'm thinking of a lead. I'm liking Breloom and possibly Altaria as a lead. Because I feel that really works against this team. And Heatran just because of the Ferrothorn. And then I would feel I need something to take care of his... either his Salamence that I have with this Landorus I have HP Ice, or I use Aegislash to just bulk up some hits and deal out some damage instead of maybe getting the one-shot on Mega Salamence. I'm actually feeling Aegislash more than Landorus T, just because of its superior bulk compared to Landorus. As you lead with Gothitelle Blaziken. Pretty okay lead by me. Not maybe the ideal position, but still pretty good. I thought we could... I think the best play would just be either to go for Hyper Voice, Mach Punch on Blaziken to get the KO, because Hyper Voice by itself doesn't get the KO onto Blaziken. But I don't want them to double up into this Breloom. So I think I'm just gonna go for the easy Hyper Voice Spore onto Gothitelle. To let it go to sleep and not let him double target this Breloom and break its sash as he goes into Ferrothorn. Good play by him. Here I'm not in the best of positions. Looking back on that other turn, I should have predicted that. But it seems like his Blaziken all enough doesn't have speed boost. So I think we could either go for the Protect Heatran, though it's pretty obvious that we're gonna do that play, or we could try to go for a Hyper Voice, just Hyper Voice and switch into Heatran, and then get the... Or with the fact that he doesn't have speed boost, I think I'm gonna take that to advantage. Probably I don't think it really means to not have speed boost on this Blaziken, but I can utilize that right now, because I think Altaria lives a Rare Ball, or not. Well, okay, that was not the best, but here at least we're in a good position with Aegislash and Heatran, as Gothitelle, as I can go for Shadow Ball to Gothitelle and go for a Heat Wave. As I did not at all think that Rare Ball would OHKO, but I guess that Altaria can't really take a Rare Ball from a Ferrothorn. I actually really thought that he could. But he takes in his Salamence, and he gets off an Intimidate on both of the Pokémon, as both of them are special attackers, as it didn't really mean that much. And here, I could go for Earth Power, but I think that's pretty obvious. I'm not really sure what this Mega Mens is, what kind of a set it is. If it will have a Fire Stab, or if it will just have Hyper Voice Double Edge, like the common set that it usually has. I'm just feeling the safe play would just be to stay in an attacking form, because I don't think he will have Earthquake. I'm just having that feeling, or I could play it safe and go for the Protect. I think I'm gonna go on the offense, and I don't think he's gonna have Earthquake on his elements. And I'm gonna go for the easy, or the best play, at least what I think I'm after looking at this, is just to go for easy King Shield, substitute, look if he has Earthquake or not. As he protects with Blaziken, what does he do with elements? And he goes for EQ. Good to know. So I'm just gonna Wide Guard and Earth Power the Blaziken to probably get the KO. We're looking in a pretty good situation. His summons is gonna be a problem due to that it has EQ, but with the Wide Guard, and if we can get this KO onto Blaziken, I think we're in a very good position because we could just Wide Guard away all of his EQs. As he switches into Ferrothorn, pretty good play by him. As he goes for EQ, damages his own Ferrothorn. But I think I'm just gonna go for the easy, same as I did before, Wide Guard and Heat Wave to get the count of Ferrothorn and do damage to Salmons. As he could just switch into Blaziken here, but I don't think it really will do that much to me, though it's probably gonna outspeed the both of my Pokemon when it comes back in now. So I need to be afraid of that. I Wide Guard away his Heat Earthquake, and we get the burn onto the Salamence, pretty lucky by us. Though I don't think it's really gonna matter in the long run. But anyway, he forfeits, and we win that battle. Altaria didn't really do that much this match, but at least he got off a crucial tailwind that made us have a pretty good advantage in the upcoming turns. Note to myself after this match is that Ferrothorn actually one-shots a Mega Altaria with Gyro Ball after it Mega Evolves. But anyway, I think we can find one more battle. So we find a battle against a Mega Gardevoir team. Not the best matchup for this team, because Altaria gets one-shotted by a Hyper Voice. But I think Aegislash is going to be a really crucial in this match. And I think I need to take care of his Amoonguss as fast as possible. I could see him lead off with his Hydreigon, due to it can take care of Aegislash and Heatran, that is his biggest problems against his team. Either I could lead with Heatran Altaria possibly, and just probably Tailwind and Protect if he leaves Lando. But I think that's a pretty good lead by me, with Aegislash in the back. As the last one, I'm thinking of either Breloom or Landorus, because I don't feel both of Marsh doesn't really do much in this match. Landorus can get off HP Ice on to his Landorus, and Breloom can get off Crucial Spores on Gardevoir, and Mach Punches on Hydreigon and Heatran. But I feel that Landorus is better in this match due to the fact that he can KO Landorus, Hydreigon, and Zapdos. As he leads with Zapdos and Hydreigon, pretty decent lead by me. I'm afraid of his Earth Power on his Hydreigon here, though I don't really think he wants to sack off his Hydreigon right now, so I think we're just gonna trade off Tailwinds if I'm not wrong. I want to predict that he's gonna switch out, but I don't really think so, because he probably just wants to go for Earth Power and go for a Tailwind. So I feel the best way would just go for either a Tailwind, switch into Landorus to get the offensive pressure with it. That I think will be my play. so we could go next turn for Stone Edge onto the Zapdos and go for a Hyper Voice to get the KO onto Zapdos. As he goes for a HP Ice onto my Altaria. Did not really expect that, as he goes for Earth Power. Pretty good turn by me. He has Life Orb Zapdos, you don't really see that often. And I think I'm just gonna go for the Hyper Voice Stone Edge under the Zapdos. And probably get the... If not wrong, if I don't miss, I think it should get the KO. As you switch into Heatran, pretty decent switch. I think either I let my Landorus get HP Iced, or I could possibly exchange my Altaria for this Landorus. I think my Altaria is more important, so I think I would rather just go for a... Or I'm afraid that he could Protect with his Heatran. It's either Hyper Voice Earth Throw Heatran or it's Hyper Voice Stone Edge Zapdos. Or I could possibly go for that this Stone Edge one-shot is and go for the Roost. That I think I'm gonna hope for, as I think it should get the one-shot with the Life Orb on my Landorus here. As he switched it out, pretty good, decent for me. As he traces the Intimidate, and Stone Edge does very good, big damage as he goes for Flash Cannon, that I was afraid of. Here I could either double into the Gardevoir, that's probably gonna protect. Both of them are probably gonna protect this turn. But I think I can try to utilize that and switch into my Age Slash onto this Altaria slot and protect this Landorus. So next turn I could either go for a Wide Guard and Earth Power onto the Heatran, or go for a Shadow Ball, Earth Power onto Heatran. Does he double protect? No, he attacks his Heatran and fires off into his protected Landorus. As here, I could either go for a Shadow Ball, just all-out attack, possibly let Landorus take a Hyper Voice, that I don't really would like to need to do, but I think the best play would just honestly said be to go for the Shadow Ball, switch in Heatran here. As he goes into Zapdos, pretty good play. Should have maybe predicted that, but he protects his Heatran, so it's pretty good turn by me anyway. As I get the special defense drop, I'm feeling that I should double protect this turn and see what he does, and possibly, but he could go for the tail on this turn and outspeed me next turn against my Heatran. So I think I'm just gonna go for the protect Earth Power into Heatran, because I have a really speedy Heatran that should outspeed if it isn't max speed Timid. As he has more speed than me, and he seems to be around max speed Timid. And here we're in a sticky situation, as either we could try to utilize his my weakness policy and get the one shot on the Heatran and switch into Landorus, as he's gonna probably go for HP Ice Heat Wave. Or I think I'm gonna do that because I need to try to utilize this weakness policy here on Age Slash to win this match. I'm just gonna protect here. As he protects with his Zapdos, does he go for Heat Wave? Yeah, we can utilize that Heat Wave and get, I think it should be a one-shot onto this Heatran if I'm not wrong. Yeah. As here, this Landorus isn't really in the best of positions due to this fact that it can outspeed and KO this Landorus. I think we're not in the best of positions. I don't really know what we could possibly do. He's gonna go for the HP Ice onto the Landorus and go for a Dark Pulse onto the Age Slash. And I don't really know what I can do against that. I could try to get to... I think I just need to try to psych off Altaria and just see how it goes, because I think I've lost this match right now. Because I can't redirect in any way. But it seems that we just have disconnected. I just need to reload quickly, as I'm just gonna go for the King Shield and switch into Altaria. As he goes for the HP Ice, gets the KO on Altaria. I'm not sure if I should go for the... I don't really know what we can do right now. Possibly maybe go for the double with Aegis Slash. And then try to protect with this Landorus. But that won't really help us that much. But I think that's our only play to actually possibly maybe get into this match. So I think I need to go for the double to win, as I don't get it. As he won the match, he's gonna get this KO on Aegis Slash. And here he can just Dark Pulse and HP Ice my Landorus to get the KO. Pretty not disappointed with how I played. I didn't really like that he got his Tailwind. I shouldn't have maybe risked that Heatran would outspeed my Heatran. But anyway, good game to him. We can just look at our ranking right now. And as we are at 1638, pretty much back where we were. And we can just go and look at the ladder where we are placing right now. As we are, I think we should be just where we left off, maybe a little bit less, as we're on the 55th place. Pretty unlucky last match, but really good, fun episode, and I hope you guys liked that Mega Altaria team. But this has been Axilotl, and Axilotl is signing out.